How's it going, guys? MattyTingles here. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so glad that you are, and I'm happy to be here as well. Really quick, I just want to apologize for the lack of content lately. I am just going through a lot of personal stuff, and it's been hard to film, but I am here, and I'm excited to be here as always. So today's video is going to be talking about Avengers and game. I just got home from watching it. I haven't really processed much of it yet. It's a lot. I cried about 10 different times. I laughed. I stood up and the whole theater cheered at certain parts. But just so you know, this is going to be a spoiler-free video. I would never ever want to take the joy that comes with these movies away from anyone. So please, if you are listening to this or watching it, try not to spoil stuff in the comments. Like, I get that it's funny to troll and whatever, but I don't know. It just, to me, like, it's a bad look. So anyway, I have 6 Funko Pops from Endgame as well to make some noises, and I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay. Anyway, welcome. Let's get started. I feel like this is gonna be kind of hard to not spoil things. Anyway. So, Ant-Man. Who was not in Infinity War because he was stuck in the quantum realm. Yeah, of course, you guys know, if you've been here before, I used to really be into these, not so much anymore, but when certain movies come out that are really important to me, I still get them, obviously. So I think I'll just make some noises and just talk briefly about each character, maybe. But I will say, Endgame was every single thing that I wanted and way more. Like I said, I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I stood up, I clapped. It was just, I don't know. It's unbelievable what they've done with it. I'm very sad, and I don't want to give anything away, but I personally am very sad. But yeah, I think the only, like, even remotely close spoiler I'll say is the last 30 minutes or so of this movie, maybe 45, is by far the most epic, crazy, like, roller coaster I've ever seen on a screen. It was I don't know, man. It's just like, it blows my mind how just the execution and writing of something this major, and then to deliver over and over and over. It's just crazy. So Ant-Man, I think you could kind of tell he'll be, if you're into these movies and the arc, you can kind of assume that he'll play kind of a major role, just because, one, he wasn't in Infinity War, and then think Ant-Man, I liked both of the movies. I think Paul Rudd is a really interesting addition to the MCU because he's a comedian and he's very, very funny. So one, it's like, it goes both ways because one, it's really, really cool to see him in a more serious role, of course, like with action, but also he brings a lot of comedic relief with his timing and dialogue. So I think he was an awesome addition, and yeah, I think. Oh yeah, by the way, I won't give anything away, but I don't know if you can see, but he's wearing the suit that he's wearing is very important. And actually, I think most of the people, like the majority of these pops, they're wearing that, which, says a lot. But yeah, I really like Paul Rudd, just as an actor. I think he's a great addition. I think Ant-Man is a really great addition to the MCU just in general. His ability and just, I don't know, just the cast is so perfect. It's easy to say now, but like, there's no one better for any of these roles, if that makes sense. At least I think. So. Anyway, that is Ant-Man. Alright, let's get to the next one. I am just so, I don't know how I feel. Really, I'm like exhausted because it's such a roller coaster. I'm sad, I'm excited, I don't know. Okay, next one. Captain Marvel. First of all, loved her movie, of course. So good. Been waiting a long time to see her. So it's very exciting for her to be finally in the MCU and for her to be joining the Avengers. Let's see, I haven't even looked at this one. Okay, so she's just in her suit. She's just in her normal suit. Yeah, I don't know, she's, arguably the most powerful Marvel character, and so it's really cool timing, to have her join now when they're going up against their toughest battle in Thanos. I say Thanos. But yeah, she's amazing. I really, really liked her movie. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, like, this is so hard without giving things away. I think that she's really an amazing character because, one, she's just extremely powerful, of course, but two, it's a strong female who, I don't really know how to say this. She's just an amazing female character and leader and just a powerful person. And I think that's really cool. I know that, there always needs to be more female representation in everything. think that adding her is really cool. You can see her there. She's just in the normal suit. Yeah, Captain Marvel. She's in Endgame. That's all I'll say. She is very much in the movie. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, so the next one is this one is actually, I think, the same size, right? Yeah, so it's the same size, but it is heavier. Like, I think the body is way thicker. And again, in the suit. I think Hulk is one of the more, at least for me, is one of the most interesting ones to me, especially after Infinity War, because he was struggling so much with his identity. And, you know, if you've seen Infinity War, he couldn't even Hulk out. And he was really struggling with that. So, I think that was definitely on purpose to have him struggle and not be able to be the Hulk that they needed. And I will just say that in Endgame, he plays a very big part, pun intended. Not really a pun, but you know what I mean. And he's very smart. He's very, very big and strong, and also very smart. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I almost felt bad for Banner last in Infinity War, just because like he wanted to help, and he's very helpful, obviously, but he couldn't. And I think it's really good writing and very poetic for what happens in Endgame. There's the suit again, by the way. Yeah, obviously he's an amazing mind, one of the greatest minds on Earth, and then also, you know, one of the most dangerous and scariest characters. And so, yeah, I don't know. I love Hulk. I really do, and I love Banner as well. I've always been into the intellectual, smart characters, which is why it's coming up. But which is why my favorite character of this whole thing since day one is who it is. But even like I was thinking about this, like even in the Ninja Turtles, which is a way different scale, of course. My favorite character was Donatello because he was the smart one in like inventing things. I don't know why I was always attracted to the smart inventor character. Maybe that's because it's like what I try to strive to be. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, love the Hulk. Very important character in Endgame. Very, very important actually. there's a couple like wow moments in Endgame with him, at least for me. So yeah, Hulk. All right, I think there's 3 more, and they're the 3 like main OG characters. So here we go. All right, so the next one is Thor. And he's also in the suit. I don't know why this is like steamed up. That's weird. He's also in the suit. Very important. And he's also carrying Stormbreaker. Oh man, I wanna say so many things. Okay, I won't. I can't. Okay, Thor. So, my personal experience with Thor is always liked him from day one. I remember it being in the theater for Iron Man 2. And the post-credit scene was Coulson in the desert. And they zoom in on his hammer. And they're like, we found him, or we found it, or something like that. And the crowd is going crazy because they knew what was about to happen. And then Thor came out, and 3 really great movies. And I personally think Ragnarok kind of shifted Marvel a little bit because it did so well. But also it was really funny. And if you watch every movie since Ragnarok, it's been that kind of humor. And not that the movies weren't funny before, of course, but it's a certain humor in Ragnarok that's just hilarious. And Thor is, I mean, arguably the funniest character, even though he's like easily one of the coolest and like most dynamic and epic as well. His timing and acting and dialogue is so funny. And in Infinity War, of course, and in Endgame, he has some scenes that are just like, that had the entire theater laughing. So yeah, Thor's great. He's went through a lot, right? He's lost his hammer. Mom died. Dad died. Lost like 95% of Asgard and the people of Asgard. Like, he's been through a lot. He has a really great scene in Infinity War with Rocket on the ship where he gets kind of emotional about it. But like, yeah, he's been through a lot, and I don't know. I think that he feels a lot of guilt, maybe the most guilt out of anyone, because he had a chance at Thanos. And as you know from Infinity War, he should have went for the. So anyway, there's a great payoff with that line as well in Endgame. It's awesome. Anyway, yeah, Thor's great. And again, to me, like, of course, super powerful, super dynamic and epic, and just like his scenes, like in Infinity War when they're in the battle on Wakanda, like when he shows up, is like arguably the craziest scene of the whole movie. Like when he shows up, so he's really great. Yeah, he's like ridiculous in Endgame. I don't really know how to explain it besides just saying ridiculous, because you'll have to see, but definitely not what I expected, but still awesome, I think. Stormbreaker. But yeah, huge player, and also, you know, in my mind, this like, of course everyone is an Avenger, but, you know, there's a reason why in the Endgame trailer it's the three walking towards Thanos, like, so, anyway, really amazing, and, I had this weird epiphany, and if you're still listening, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling, but I was watching the first Avengers the other night, and they're recruiting because Loki shows up, right? And then they go and capture, like, Coulson, you know, goes and sees Tony, and, like, he's like, you have homework, and he's looking at all the people. And then they go and capture Loki, and then Thor lands on the ship, right? And then they all fight. So I was wondering, like, was Thor even supposed to be an Avenger? Like, comment if you know this. I'm genuinely asking, like, because he just kind of showed up and fought with them, and then they were like, oh, you're awesome, and you're knowledgeable, so you should stay. But I'm wondering if he was in that initial assembly and in this initiation of the Avengers. I don't know. It just, like, watching that movie the other day, it made me wonder that. Anyway, Thor. Amazing. Thor. Come on, camera. There we go. Thor in the ring light. Thor. Alright, two more. Alright, so second to the last one is, of course, the OG, the first, the original Captain America, Captain America, Captain America, America. This is America. He is just, I don't even know, unbelievable in Endgame. Like, he has a part in towards the end of Endgame that is one of the, like, the craziest action. Like, I can't even explain it. But just know he has a scene that I was in a theater of hundreds, like, it was a big theater, and everyone stood up and cheered and went crazy. So, I'll just say, this shouldn't spoil anything unless you're, like, an actual fan. He's worthy. That's all I'll say. He's also in the suit. But, yeah, I don't know. I really like Cap. I think, though, that, like, I had this weird beef with him for some reason because of Civil War. But I really like him, and he's a great leader, great character. I think that he's very sad, though. I still don't think that he feels like he belongs in this time, and I think that he wishes that he was back before he got iced. But I mean, just every check mark for a superhero he does, like, yeah, he's just incredible and a great leader, great mind, and he's always super optimistic. Like, he's always the guy that's like, when people are like, we'll lose, and he's like, well, then we'll do it together. You can do this. Like, you got this. Like, he's always that guy, which is a great leader. I just think sometimes he can be a little bit naive with that. But obviously he has a huge role in Endgame. Huge role, and he is very worthy. And yeah, I mean, his movies have been really good. Like, I think Winter Soldier is up there for best movie, like as an actual movie in this MCU arc. Civil War, I don't really even look at as a Captain Marvel movie because it's like a pretty much an Avengers movie with everyone in it. But yeah, I don't know. I do really like Cap. I hated him for about a year though, but that was just because of Civil War. But he's a much needed leader, great character. And also very funny as well. He's gotten funnier for sure. He used to be kind of a, taking things too seriously. But, yeah, anyway. Cap. Alright, let's get to the last one. I'm sad. Okay, let's get to the last one. Alright. Last one, of course, if you know me at all. Tony Stark. Also in the suit, I might add. So, if you don't know, Tony Stark, Iron Man, has been by far my favorite character since 2008, when the first Iron Man came out. Robert Downey Jr., who plays Iron Man and Tony Stark, is my favorite actor of all time as well. So you can imagine, even just from the trailers and everything, I've been very sad and nervous because I don't know. I just think, he started this whole thing, and he was very selfish. If you've seen any of these movies, you'll know he's always been into himself. But since that first movie, and every movie he's been in since, there's been a kind of an underlined arc for him where he's becoming more and more selfless and helping people. Even in the first Avengers, they were, people told him, like, you're the last person that would put yourself in front of for people. And what did he do in the first Avengers? Like, he took a nuke up into the sky and almost died. So he's becoming selfless. And I don't know, man. I'm just very sad. But yeah, like I said, I've always been attracted to the smart. Like, he checks off every box for me for a character. Like, my favorite people in the world, and this, I don't know if this says something about me, are, I mean, to put it bluntly, narcissists. and I think I like that because they're always so quick. Like Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, his dialogue is always so intelligent and quick, right? And so I was automatically drawn to that. And then I love tech, right? And he's literally a genius. And I don't use that word often, but he is literally a genius when it comes to, inventing. His dad was a genius. So that's 2. 3, I love all the suits. And I watched all the movies before seeing Endgame, and it's like every movie they invented some new way for him to either get in the suit or out of the suit. You know what I mean? There's been so many different ways for him to, like Iron Man 3, he has the briefcase, right? And he puts it on. Avengers, he has the little bracelets. Infinity War, he has the nanotech, like, just an ever-evolving person. But I know it's weird, but I get really emotional when it comes to him because he's changed a lot in my life, which I know sounds crazy because he's a fictional character, but that character inspires me a lot. And Endgame is just full circle for him. It's just like I can't even explain how full circle it is. Like every single thing just comes back beautifully, and yeah. There was multiple scenes where I was like ugly loud crying in theater. Like I was wearing this hoodie and I was like this the whole time, right? Just like watching, like nervous, and then like I literally was like puddles coming down in a couple of scenes of him, and the people around me, like. The thing that I love about Marvel premieres is that like everyone's kind of in the same boat. Like no one is too cool, right? So like there's some really sad scenes in this movie, and you can just hear everyone crying, which is awesome because it makes makes you feel better. But anyway, I love Iron Man. I have a ton of Iron Man art that I bought at Comic-Cons. I have figures, I have shirts, I have shoes, I have posters. Like he's just by far my favorite. And I'm not gonna give anything away, but it just it's very full circle for him. And I'm very happy with everything that happens. But yeah, even just from the trailer, you should be very worried about him, because he's stuck in space after everyone got dusted. Him and Nebula, had to leave. And yeah, that's pretty much how Endgame starts. But anyway, Tony Stark, my favorite, by far my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll put this down. I know that a lot of you will probably want spoilers. I can't. I don't want to take the experience from anyone, and I'll try to keep up with the comments as much as I can to try to delete, because I know there will be people trying to spoil stuff. And before you do, if you've even made it this far, just think like it's not cool to take fun away from people. Like it's childish and it's dumb, and just like it's not a good look at all. Like why? Anyway, I have a lot of amazing, huge things happening in the next couple months for my channel. Please be patient with me. I'm going through a lot personally with myself and with immediate family, and it's really bad, honestly. And I might talk about it at some point, but I'm trying to keep a little bit of privacy, and you know how that goes. But I do have a lot of amazing things coming. I'm hoping this video is going to kind of kickstart me back into filming way more often. Again, I feel terrible that I haven't uploaded in so long. It's a large contributor to the anxiety that I have. I feel really, really guilty when I can't deliver to you guys, and I know that sounds weird, and you'll be like, but you gotta take care of yourself, and I understand that completely. But I also believe that this is my job, and it literally is my job as well. But anyway, just please stick with me. I hope you still believe in me. I believe in all of you. have life-changing, amazing things happening on the channel very soon. And yeah, that's it. Please go see Endgame. It's already gonna break every record ever, but go see it. Let me know what